Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Report reaching us right now is that the father of the Ooni of Ife, Kabiesi's own father, has spoken. And not just casually, not diplomatically, he spoke with fire, with thunder, with the kind of authority only a kingmaker can possess. Let me see who will remove Naomi from the mansion. Let them try it. The man who helped bed the king has now stood publicly to defend Queen Naomi. The tension inside the palace has reached a boiling point, and what started as whisper rumor has now become a royal war of loyalty, legacy and love. Let me break it down for you, Dela, right? Because this is the kind of gist that leaves even the palace drummers confused on what beat to play next. Hey, is that a small something? No. So, sources close to the palace, could say ever since Queen Naomi's belonging today, they said her belongings were flown today out to the UK on Ooni's brand new Golf Train G700. And after news broke out that, Kabiesi gifted Naomi that luxurious Kingston. As a matter of fact, I don't even know, I keep saying gifted. It did not. It's not like the royal mansion. What they are saying is that Naomi, Kabiesi said Naomi should move and stay there. Now, this is how God, uses situations to bless people, right? God uses situations like this to bless people, and a lot of people might not even know what is going on. They drove her from the palace of the Ooni of Ife. She moved to Akure. She stayed in Akure for a very long time. People's mouths were wagging. People were talking. Tongues were wagging up and down, okay? And, boom, they moved her to the royal mansion. Boom, right now is the UK. And, the UK, as far as I am concerned, a lot of people will say, UK this, UK that. UK is, but... let me not say what I want to say, but where Naomi is going to be staying in the UK is for royalty. It's befitting. And they say, as soon as that happened, tension among Oloris skyrocketed. Whispers turned into complaint turned into accusation. Ebony, feeling sidelined, reportedly suggested that the Ooni's generosity towards Naomi was dangerous and disrespectful to the other Oloris. Ebony said she used her influence to acquire the property. Ikpi said she spent her £30,000 on the property. But before anyone could even finish their sentence, Kabiesi's father stood up, not just as a father, but as a pillar of the royal bloodline, saying Naomi is not just a queen. He said she is destiny. She is prophecy. That mansion was not a gift. It was a restoration. Hey! That Naomi is not just a queen. He said Naomi is destiny. Naomi is prophecy. That mansion was not a gift. It is restoration. Now, who the hell are you to speak when Paropo says anything? As you know, Paropo is the pillar of that royal bloodline. Who born you? Who born you? Who born you where you feel talk? He has said, let them go and move her from that place. Let him see. Delarai, this is not ordinary. In Yoruba tradition, the Ooni's father rarely speaks on palace affair. He's like the Oba himself, okay? But this time, the spirit of justice moved him. If you know, Paropo does not even talk. The only time you hear Paropo says anything is when it has to do with Olori Naomi. You people forget who Naomi is. You forget how she brought calm to this throne. When darkness tried to swallow it, you forgot how she prayed, how she fasted, how she gave the Ooni the only heir at the time where they were doing everything to take this position from the Ooni of Ife. He mentioned the prince, the royal child, whom Naomi bore, the living symbol of lineage and legacy. So now, because she left with her dignity, you want to erase her? Let me see who has the power to drag her out of what belongs to her. They say Paropo won, as in seriously. There's a silence fell over the entire royal court. Even the Ooni himself reportedly bowed his head, humbled by his father's rearing, truth. Since they said today, things have, everywhere has gone quiet after Paroko spoke. They say gospel was quiet. Ebony was angry and muted. The palace aide walking on eggshell. Because now it's not just the Ooni defending Naomi, it's his father, the very root of the royal tree, declaring that Naomi's seat, her, mansion and her honor are not up for discussion. Every time they give Naomi something, people will just come and begin to wag their tongue, say all sorts of things. Insiders say the Ooni's dad is even pushing for Naomi's full restoration, whether she returns physically or not. Let her rule from London if she wants to. This modern monarchy is bigger than, geography, he declared. Wahala deo, when God has blessed you, there is nothing anybody can do. In Yoruba tradition, when a father gives blessing, it is sealed in heaven. His words are not just emotional, they are spiritual laws. So when Donnie's dad says, let me see who will remove Naomi from that mansion, what is he really saying? No one can curse who God has blessed. No one can unseat who destiny has enthroned. Delaride, that UK mansion is not just real estate. It is a symbolic of Queen Naomi's, new level. It is her palace beyond borders. Her crown may no longer sit on her head daily, but it lives on her spirit. And now, with Ooni's father behind Queen Naomi, the throne is more secure than ever. We say kudos to Paropo who understand royalty. We say thank you to a kingmaker who sees the word of a true queen. And we say, Naomi, sit pretty in that mansion. Let the sun shine through your, windows. Let your laughter echo in those halls because your loyalty is not up for debate, okay? Your royalty is not up for debate at all, at all. The same Naomi who has been through so much humiliation. The worst of it was what happened. In fact, each time I'm talking about this, I get really emotional because what they did to Naomi in December, I never saw that coming. That is why you say, when it comes to this drama between Ooni of Ife, Queen Naomi, and other Oloris, never say never. I remember a time when I came here, I was telling you people, it is over. They will never come back together. I don't think they'll come back together. The thing has gotten out of hand. I remember how some people were cautioning me, Delara, don't talk like that. Oh, there's nothing God cannot do and all of that. But because of the feelers we were getting, it was intense and all of that. If Queen Naomi did not break up with the Ooni of Ife at that time, it would be hard. Oh. Even when they detained Naomi. Hey! They said Naomi was bringing disgrace to the palace. Ooni of Ife should not say a word. Ooni of Ife should not do pim. Ooni of Ife should not do pim. Elders, anti-Naomi elders, they were telling Kabiyesi not to say a word. Let Kabiyesi pretend as if he doesn't know what was going on. What do you think that would have happened to Kabiyesi if he behaved that way? People would have seen him as heartless. People would have stopped loving him. Even myself, I would have done they stop to love him if he behaved like that. But God so helped. He now started acting after like 5 days, after their juju done faith finish. And at the end, he helped Naomi. And right now, they are in a place where this is when we will know who is who. I'm going to bring you more update Dela Riot. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media. And it should not be seen as fact. I'll bring you more updates.